Hello there, lucky students who have Mr. Murphy for history. This is Mrs. Murphy, his loving wife. I've been teaching English for 32 years, and I am on here to help you figure out how to create this mini research paper in the A level of your current unit. One of the things that you are required to do is prepare the paper in MLA format. That's Modern Language Association. You've probably done this in your English classes. What you need to do, first of all, is make sure you're double spaced. So you hit, oopsie, wrong one, hit this line spacing. I'm in Google Docs. It'll be different for Word, but we're a Google Doc family, so this is what we use. So make sure it's on double space, okay, which it is, and then you type your name in here, Sam student, oopsie, and then you put the name of your teacher, Mr. Murphy, and then the class, we'll call it history, oops, let's do this, U.S. History 11, and then after a dash you can put the class period you're in, so say 3B day. And then finally you put the date, which is very weird about MLA, but they want you to put the day first. So for example, today is the 23rd of August 2018. That's how you do it, okay? Then the next thing you're required to do is have at least a minimum of 2 articles that you read for your research. And doesn't matter where you get them, try to get something reliable, not something from some guy who lives in his mother's basement and puts stuff on the internet, but something that's from a reliable source. So look for that. So for example, look at this one I have right here about robber barons, okay? So I can read about these different robber barons from the past, John Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, John Morgan, etc. Okay, that's JP Morgan, by the way. So what I need to do an MLA citation of this is go to something like Citation Machine. So if I type in citation, there it is, citationmachine.net, and I go back to my article and capture the URL and copy it. And now I go back to Citation Machine, which is still loading. And right along here, I'm going to do under Popular Styles, there it is, MLA, the Modern Language Association, do the MLA site. And all I have to do is stick that website. Oops, loading. Something like this. I might even have to watch an ad or something. But it's free, and we all like free, right? So, MLA, I'm struggling with it. Sorry about this, folks. I'll show you how it works. Be patient with me. Okay, there it is. And I put in, there's my, and I put in the website of that article and click search websites. And they just want to make sure they're grabbing the right one before they make the citation for you. Okay, now they're saying, is this the one you want? The 6 robber barons from America's past? Yes, it is. So I select it. And then just ignore all of these ads along the side, which are annoying. Again, nothing is for free. You have to look at the ads. And so here's what they found for us. It says, here's what we found. They couldn't find the publisher or the date published. Doesn't matter. The main thing is that if your teacher wants to find where you got the information, that you have the right citation. So I go to the final step. And what do we got? Oh, they show you, here's everything we're going to put in there. The authors, Martin Kelly, the website title, all of this stuff, and you can just write create citation. Click on that, and it will create the citation for you. Come back, citation. Oh, you're going to make us watch a commercial. I hope not. Sorry about this. Everything's going really slow. Come on down. Show me the citation. There it is. So I just copy it. And then I go to my robber baron paper that I'm starting. And what I'm going to do is create, I'll go down to here, and I'm going to go up to here and do insert, a break, do a page break, and this will be the last page of my paper. I go to the center, see how I centered that, and write Works Cited. Enter, and I have to get it back to the left justify, and now I'm going to paste that citation. And I'll tell you what I need to, why didn't it paste? It's struggling. It's thinking. Try again. Maybe I did too much stuff in between. This isn't working as well as it does like on my computer at school. Copy this again, because, you know, like on Wi-Fi and everything. But that's probably what you're going to be doing too. Back here to my Works Cited. There it is. Look at that. The only thing wrong with it is you're supposed to have a hanging indent, meaning the bottom line indents. So I just go to the end here, hit enter, and tab. There, that's what it looks like. The main thing on Works Cited, you guys, is it has to be in alphabetical order. So if my next citation starts with anything before a K, it has to go first. Okay? So Martin Kelly is the name of our author. And so if we cite anything, if we talk about anything in our paper that you got from this article, what you'll do is you will cite it by putting his name in, just his last name, Kelly, oopsie, not Keeley, Kelly in parentheses, okay? It'll be at the end of whatever you cited. So let's go now back up to here. I can take this, copy link URL. I'll go up here and I'll paste that. And then I'm going to write a few sentences about what was in this article. Okay? And then I'm going to do that for a second, because remember you have to have two articles that you're reading, two sources. Then you actually start writing the paper. So let me show you a finished example of this. Here we go. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Back here is how to put this in the header, and I'll show you that. So you got Liliana student, Mr. Murphy, U.S. History 11. Okay, so Liliana has two articles, one from the New York Times, how loneliness affects our health. This has to do with a whole different topic, so don't worry about the topic. I just want you to see what it looks like. Look at how short her summary is. Super short, no biggie, just a few words. Then the second one, The Atlantic, she wrote a little bit more about this one, but that's okay. Maybe it was a longer article. And then she begins the paper down here, The Impact of Loneliness on the Human Race. So now this first part that is highlighted, I wanted you to see you're supposed to write a minimum of 200 words. That is 205 words right there. That's super short. I know all of you A students are going to write more than that. So what she's doing is she's writing about what she learned in the two articles, whoops, right here and here. She's writing about what she learned in those two articles with her opinion. She's taking what they've said and comparing these things and putting it in her paper. So in this instance right here, in the article, The Dangers of Loneliness, they discuss that psychologists find human beings have a need for close relationships. Okay, that's called a direct reference. She doesn't have to put it in parentheses after because she's mentioning it right there. But when you get down to, let's see, this John Ciapo states that loneliness is slowly unfolding pathophysiological processes, ooh, big word, and Kazan is the author. See how she has it in quotation marks, and then after that you have the author. Okay, this should all be review for you people, but if it's not, you can ask questions. So, and check this out even more. So here's her paper. It ends up being pretty long because she had a lot to say. And then here's her Works Cited page. She actually had 3 sources. One is Jane Brody, see, B. The Dangers of Loneliness, she does not have the author there. That's what happens when you cite. Author first. If there's no author, then it goes to the title of the article. B, D, and Kazan, Olga Kazan, K. That's in alphabetical order. Okay? If she cites this article, she writes Brody. If she cites this article, she just writes The Dangers. You don't even have to write the whole title. And if she cites this one, she writes Kazan. Citing means just mentioning it in the paper. It's your way, so here's Brody right here. See that? It's your way of giving credit to the people who wrote the information. And you're not just reporting on information. You're reading, research, and comparing things and adding your own opinion in. And that's what makes it an A paper. Okay? So that's basically what it looks like. Now let's go back to this Robert Barron paper, and I'll just show you the one last thing, is how to put that header, the running header up here. In Google Docs, what you do is you go to Insert, Header, and Page Number, and then go to Page Number, and this one right here. Okay, and then you have to get in front of that number 1, so just hit the back, and you have to hit Enter 1 time because otherwise it runs off the page. That's one bad thing about Google Docs. And then this is Student, Sam Student, so S-T-U-D-E-N-T, that's his last name. It seems weird, I know, to have your last name here and then here, but the idea is then when you go to the later pages, there's your name on every page, okay? So there shouldn't be any reason why you don't follow these directions here, because you can look here, you can Google it, you can look these things up to see how you do Modern Language Association, MLA formatting. The main idea is get your research done and put your opinion in it and practice including the expert opinions from the people that wrote the articles along with yours, and you are on your way to doing a great A paper. Okay, good luck.